you all, and welcome to our Easter Assembly. My name is Sarah.
And I'm Simon.
Simon, and we are from Catalyst Vineyard Church in Aberdeen, and we are so excited, whether you're watching from school or maybe you're even watching at home. We are so excited that you are joining us for our assembly today, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
Oh, we're so going to have fun. I mean, I've been getting really wound up about this thing, getting excited, enthusiastic. You know what?
What are you excited about for Easter, Simon?
You see, Easter is all about Easter eggs, yeah? Easter egg hunts, but in this season, right, COVID and lockdown, and we've had to kind of rethink things a little bit, do things a bit differently. So I have come up with an interesting new take on the Easter egg hunt. Easter egg hunt 2.0, the Chops and Cheeks edition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay, so in your traditional Easter egg hunt, when you find the Easter egg, you know what you're gonna get. There's gonna be chocolate, maybe something yummy and gooey inside. But the hunt is that you don't know where the eggs are. So I'm thinking, how do we shake this up, go dramatically different? And I thought, let's flip it round. Okay, so you do know where the eggs are, but you don't know what's inside. It could be yummy and gooey, or it could be icky and bleh.
Oh.
And then what you've got to do, right? When you pick your egg, you have to think to yourself, before you've looked inside it, will I want what is in this egg in my mouth, in your chops, or on your face, in your cheek? And that is the Chops and Cheeks edition, and you might get something yummy and gooey in your mouth, or yummy and gooey on your face, or something icky and bleh in your mouth, or icky and bleh all over your face.
Wow.
How does that sound?
That sounds thrilling and exciting and adventurous, and you know what, I think, Simon, we need a live demonstration of this.
We should get some volunteers.
We should get some volunteers.
Oh,
You know, me and you are the only people here, actually, so...
Oh, I volunteer you then. I think you, Sarah, should take part in the first ever Easter egg hunt 2.0 Chops and Cheeks edition.
Well, you know, Simon, if you volunteer me, then I volunteer you. Should we both play?
Man, that kind of backfired. Yes, absolutely. This is going to be a new thing. So, I mean, I've already got the eggs here because we know where the eggs are. So, Sarah, here is how the game will work. You will select an egg. With great enthusiasm and excitement, you will ponder what's in the egg and decide, are you going to put it in your chops or on your cheeks?
Oh, what a tricky
Open the egg, you'll see what it is, and then you have to follow through with your conviction. Could be gummy, gooey yumminess, could be icky horribleness, and I'm going to watch you. And we're going to watch you.
Oh,
Are you up for
so
it?
much pressure. I am up for it.
Go on, pick an egg then, any egg.
Right. As you're watching, why don't you think, what colour of egg would you pick first? We've got pink, we've got blue, we've got green, we've got yellow. So I think I'm going to go yellow.
Yellow egg first of all. Okay, now Sarah, do you want to eat what's in the yellow egg or squish it all over your face? Chops or cheeks, please, chops or cheeks?
I am going to go chops.
Yellow egg chops, here we go. Drum roll please, and Sarah will open the egg.
Ooh.
In her mouth. What is it?
It's mayonnaise.
Oh, mayonnaise in your chops. Unlucky.
So, do I just get to have a little bit of mayonnaise?
Well, I think maybe a spoonful of mayonnaise would be wise in this
A whole
circumstance.
spoonful.
A whole spoonful. What a shame. You get to put the mayonnaise in your mouth.
You know what, Simon? I've just had a good idea. How about if I have to put it in my chops, you have to put it on your cheeks. So I'll have a spoonful of mayonnaise and you get a whole pie in the face of mayonnaise. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? I can hear them all and they say yes.
Yes, Sarah, I'm up for that. Will you please prepare the mayonnaise? You go first then. Okay, let's give a countdown. In your mouth, in 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at that face. Oh, poor Sarah.
Oh my goodness,
Oh.
that was really hard to swallow that.
Well done, Sarah. That was really good.
That was more disgusting than I thought it would be, Simon. Okay, Simon, we'll give him a countdown in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, get it all over.
Oh man.
Wow.
Unpleasant. Oh, and a bit in the mouth as well.
Oh wow, it's everywhere. It's really all up in your eyes
so,
and nose and...
chops and cheeks. My turn. I'm going to go pink, I think.
Ooh, very nice.
Okay, chops or cheeks?
Chops or cheeks, what's it gonna be?
I am going chops and you're going cheeks. Are you ready? Gravy.
Oh,
Do you know what gravy is?
oh, what is gravy actually?
Gravy. Gravy is something I also invented as part of this game.
What an inventor, Simon. Look at you go.
Simon's amazing homemade gravy. Star says, a beautiful blend of custard and gravy. Custard and gravy. Gravy.
And you have to eat that.
Oh man. Oh, I wish I'd gone with the chops now. A lump of gravy covered in custard.
Oh, wow.
Here we
Great
go.
job, Simon.
With the
3,
gravy.
2, 1.
Surprisingly not too bad.
Is it not?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
dear.
not for every meal, but there we go. Okay. On your
Okay.
chop, Sarah. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, gravy face.
Wow, that is refreshing, I tell you.
Oh, joy. Your turn.
My turn.
Your face. Your choice, Sarah. Pick a colour, chops or cheeks.
I'll go green, maybe.
Okay, green it is. Oh, what could it be now? What is it?
It is squishy cream.
Squishy creams, and you're getting cheeks, which means I am getting
Oh,
chops.
you get to eat squishy
Like
cream.
it,
Squishy
yeah.
cream is so yummy.
There we go. Big countdown now on the cheeks. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, dearie me.
She's very good at that, isn't she?
It's gone everywhere,
Do you need
Simon.
a tissue? Let me send
I'll
a tissue
just-
your way, Sarah. Dive in there.
Oh, there we go. I'm perfect like this.
We can almost see you again. Ooh, and I think I'm just going to enjoy my little bit of cream here.
Oh, wow, that looks so yummy. I would love some cream right now. Or just
Oh.
anything nice and sweet and yummy.
I think, up here, up there.
Oh, wow.
Just to add the collection.
It's everywhere. Wonderful, right.
1 egg left.
Ooh, what is it gonna be? Is it gonna be yucky? Is it gonna be yummy? Is it in the chops? Is it in the cheeks?
I'm going to go with the last one, cheeks, and you go chops.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay, with that? Right then, and it's a blue egg.
Ooh, what's it gonna be? Drum roll, please. You can stamp your feet in your classrooms.
Ooh, a chocolate cake. Chocolate cake,
Yes,
lovely.
that means I get to eat chocolate cake.
Man, I'm not sure I got that right in the end. Okay, here is the chocolate cake.
I'll give myself a 1, 2, 3.
Whose idea was this? Here we go.
Let's give him a countdown.
Cake in the cheeks.
3, 2, 1. Oh dear, it's stuck to his face. It might never come off. Are you okay there, Simon?
Oh, whoa.
Oh, wow.
I mean, apart from the mayonnaise, that's quite a nice taste in that cake.
Delicious cake.
So we've learned a lot about the Easter egg 2.0 chops and cheeks edition.
I might stick to the traditional Easter egg hunt this year, Simon. But
Yeah.
it was exciting and it was adventurous, let me tell you that.
This was the start of our assembly. I'm thinking we got this a bit wrong. I'm feeling a little
Oh,
bit.
we need to clean up.
Yeah.
We can't continue like this.
Okay, should we cue the cleanup music?
Cue the cleanup music. 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome back. We have cleaned up. Doesn't it look professional?
It looks like nothing's happened. It's so neat. Well done, Sarah.
amazing, amazing. Now, lots of
Hang on.
people.
Hang on. Oh, man, I missed a bit.
Oh
Give me a
dear.
second.
Everything was cleaned up except from Simon.
You fill the gap, Sarah.
I'll fill the gap. Okay, well, lots of people love to celebrate Easter by doing really fun Easter egg hunts. But for Christians, another way that we love to celebrate Easter is by remembering and sharing the Easter story. So we would love to share the Christian Easter story with you here today. Now, Christians, we believe that this is a story from the Bible, which we believe is God's book full of tons of amazing stories that we think are true and can change your life. Now, behind us, it says Happy Easter. But actually, I was thinking, Simon, the Easter story is full of lots of emotions, not just
Really happy,
ones.
very happy, amazingly happy.
Surprisingly, there's other emotions in there too. You know, there's sadness, and there's despair, and there's anger, and there's fear. There's all these emotions in the Bible and in the Easter story. So I thought, well, what better way to share the Easter story with you all today than sharing it through emojis. So here is the Easter story according to emojis. Now, here we have our first part of the story.
So it's horse eating a tree, and the horse is happy and gets stars in his eyes. Is that right?
Kind of close, but not really, Simon.
Oh.
What it is the Easter story starts with Jesus riding into Jerusalem on a donkey. Now, at this point, Jesus had been teaching people about God for 3 years and doing amazing miracles. And so everybody had heard who he was, and people really wanted to see Jesus. And remember, this was 2,000 years ago, so they didn't have party poppers like we would have or big banners to celebrate things, but they wanted to welcome him like a king. So what they did was they took off their coats and they laid them out like a red carpet for Jesus to go along. And they took big branches and waved them in the air to say, Jesus, you're amazing, we're so glad you're here. They were so excited.
So we've got excited, happy people.
Excited,
What
happy
happens
people.
next then? Give us the next one.
Ooh, so bells with string coming out of it, a baguette, a drink, and a party crown with some strings and confetti.
So you're close, but that isn't the story from the
Oh,
Bible.
and maybe a birthday party.
Birthday party. It was a party, but it was a party to celebrate God and the amazing things that he had done in the past. This is called the Passover. And what happened was people would gather, they would break bread, and they would drink wine, all to remember the great things that God had done in the past. So Jesus got his friends together and they had a fabulous meal, remembering those wonderful things. And this particular meal ended up being called the Last Supper, because it was the last time that Jesus ever did this with his friends on earth.
Wow. And they look like they're having a party. That is a great party emoji.
I mean, we're still happy.
Just
Happy
there.
people, happy
Happy
party.
people having a
Good
party.
story so far.
Amazing. Now
Whoa.
this one happens on the same day. Sometimes people call that Maundy Thursday.
Whoa.
Maundy
So we've got a moon and some stars, and it's dark, and a tree and a dagger and question marks and a scary face. Does it get scary at this point, Sarah?
It gets a little bit scary at this point.
What happens?
You see, after Jesus and his friends had had a big meal and had a big celebration, they went out to one of their favorite gardens. And in this garden, Jesus prayed, which just meant he was chatting to God. And after a little while, suddenly, the soldiers appeared with big swords and they arrested Jesus. Because remember the party poppers and red carpet coats?
Yeah.
I mean, we thought people loved Jesus, but actually, there was a certain amount of people that really didn't like Jesus. And they weren't excited that he was in Jerusalem for the Passover. These people were called the Pharisees.
Pharisee.
And the Pharisees, they didn't like what Jesus taught, and they didn't like all the attention that Jesus was getting. So they decided to get rid of him for good. And so they sent in these soldiers in the middle of the night to arrest Jesus. And Jesus' friends, they were so scared. In fact, they were so scared that they ran away.
No. So we've got scared people, angry people, jealous people. Oh, it's not looking good.
not
Okay,
looking
what's next? We can turn this around yet, guys, with the next one. Here we go. Okay, there's a dude with a hammer, and he's not happy. Big cross and a crown, and a mountain, and then a cross, and sad people.
Really, really sad people.
I know this one, I know it. Okay, this is a bit, right? Jesus, those soldiers take him to the Roman authorities, and he ends up in front of a judge. And the judge has a think and a chat with Jesus. He says, you know what? This guy's done nothing wrong, but the people were not happy. They wanted rid of Jesus because those Pharisees made the people be angry with Jesus. Thumbs down, you're going down, Jesus. You might be the king, crown, the king of the Jews, that's what they called him. But they sent him up a hill with a cross, and they put him on the cross to die. And all Jesus' friends were really sad. Hang on, Sarah.
They were
I'm
so
not
sad.
feeling good about this Easter story.
I
It
know,
started
see?
so happy.
It started so happy, and I'm sorry, Simon, there's still some not very nice emotions coming our way, because after Jesus died on the cross that Friday, sometimes we call it Good Friday,
Good.
What happened next was that Jesus' body was put in a tomb.
Ooh.
And it was kind of like a big cave with a huge stone.
Hang on, what kind of
rolled
emoji can you
over.
have for a tomb?
Well, I'll show you,
Come on.
show you. Look, the tomb, I've got a classic tomb, what we would picture. And then I've got a big stone because this tomb was a bit like a cave. And it was a cave with a huge stone rolled in front of it so that no one could get in and no one could get out. And I've got some Royal London guards there. That wasn't the type of guards they had. It was Roman guards were sent to guard Jesus's tomb. And they had big swords. And at this point in the story, Simon, Jesus's friends were absolutely heartbroken.
I think I'd be heartbroken too.
I know.
And you know what? I'm just emotionally exhausted. We've gone from party and feasting and happiness to sadness and jealousy and anger and scaredness, and now my heart is broken. I'm not sure I can take any more, Sarah.
It's okay, Simon. It's okay. You see, it seems like things have gone really wrong, but thankfully, this is not the end of the story. There is more, so sit tight because things are about to get incredibly happy
I
again.
hope so, come on.
You see, the Sunday after Jesus had died, this is what happened. Look at the emojis. We have some people, we have a stop sign, a no, nothing, no.
Oh, no, okay, nothing, no rock.
The no is beside the rock. There seems to be an angel.
Oh, praise, 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 praise.
Praise hands and question mark, confused, question mark, maybe excited. There's a lot of emotions going on here. You see, what happened was the Sunday after Jesus died, some of his friends went to his tomb and they'd taken perfumes with them to prepare Jesus's body for his funeral. But when they arrived, there was no guards, the stone was rolled away and the tomb was empty. And suddenly there was an angel, and the angel said to them, Jesus is not dead, he's alive. And at this point, Jesus' friends, they were confused. And they were also filled with hope and excitement, and they thought, could this be true?
What did they do? They must have done something after that. So I've got two people going for a walk down a motorway, and they're like, whoa, what are we doing on the motorway? Because the stars have come out, but they end up having a party. This is sounding a bit weird, Sarah.
Good, I like the interpretation of the emojis there. Not quite what happened. What I'll do is I'll explain it to you. You see, two of Jesus's friends had heard that Jesus was alive, and they were confused. And they were walking out of Jerusalem along a road going to Emmaus. And what happened was they were talking about all these things that had been going on, and they were confused when suddenly something amazing happened, and they were shocked and they were so excited, ready to have a party.
What was it? What happened?
Again.
I want to know.
Well, you know what? Actually, I have an amazing video that I want to show you of what happened to those two friends of Jesus as they walked along the road. Check this out.
Two people, moving and marching, thinking, head scratching about something big that's just been happening. But on the road to Emmaus from Jerusalem way, two became three as another says, hey, says he, you've been thinking and head scratching. Has something big just been happening? You've not heard about what's been happening? All of Jerusalem have been head scratching. What have I missed? Asks the man. I'd love to know, please tell if you can. It's about a man called Jesus, and we thought he was coming to rescue God's people and send the Romans off running. He did, and he said loads of cool stuff from a place up north called Nazareth. He told great stories and healed the sick. He knew people by name and what made them tick. Oh, remember that wedding? He turned water to wine, brought his friend back to life, and his friend felt just fine. He was sharing and caring, just ask his friend Pete. He walked on the water with only his feet. He said shush to the storm, and the storm was hushed. He did a miracle with bread, and thousands were stuffed. Besides all this, his sermon up a hill had so many stories, super cool and brill. I can't believe it. What a big loss. A man so great who hung on a cross, and on that cross, that's where he died. I feel so tied up in knots inside. And 3 days have passed, though it feels more like 70, 'cause now we've heard that his tomb is empty. That's right, you heard me. His body is gone. But who'd take his body? He never did wrong. You seem confused and out of the picture. So let me show you what it says in the scripture. It was always the plan, right from the start, because Jesus loved you with all of his heart. He died on the cross, but rose from the tomb. He came back to life so you can live too. And as they were moving, and still head scratching, 2 of them stopped, but the 3rd kept on marching. Hey, don't go, please, the 2 say. The sun's gone to bed, so why don't you stay? Good point, says the 3rd. Day has turned to night. I'll stop over with you 2 and then grab a bite. And as they sit down to eat, they close their eyes. He thanks God for the grub, then what a surprise! The 2 people stare and then rub their eyes. It's Jesus, not gone, but fully alive. And before they say seconds, there's more bread going round. Jesus just vanishes. He cannot be found. The 2 are left thinking and really head-scratching. They'd just been with Jesus. Something big was happening. We must say we've seen Jesus, so tie up your shoes. Quick, to Jerusalem. There's no time to lose. All along, it was Jesus, the very same one. They were searching the scriptures with God's precious Son. It's the biggest story that's ever been told. About Jesus who's risen. It never gets old. The 2 met with Jesus in the most surprising way. They shared the story, and we still share it today.
Brilliant! Wasn't that an amazing story? What a good ending. And you know, those 2 friends, just like they ran back to Jerusalem to tell everybody the good news about Jesus, Christians today still love to share and remember the Easter story because we believe that it's filled with so much goodness and freedom and joy and hope.
You know what I love about that story, Sarah?
Ooh.
So they're walking down the road and they're sad.
Yeah.
And they're confused and they're scratching their heads. What's going on? And in that moment, Jesus meets them. It's like he was realizing how much they needed to understand what was going on. And Christians still believe today, we know from experience that when we're feeling sad or confused, we're not sure what's going on, that Jesus will still meet with us. Maybe not walking down the road with us, but he finds a way to help us understand what's going on and bring us back into a place of happiness and joy because he loves us so much. He doesn't want us to be sad and angry and confused. He wants us to be happy.
Exactly. You know, Christians also believe that just like what happened in the Easter story, God has an amazing way of taking situations that were maybe meant for harm or to hurt. And God can somehow miraculously turn things around so that it brings, out of a bad situation, God can bring life and goodness.
So God, he's always up to good, up to something.
Always up to good.
That reminds me. Oh, I know a song about that.
Oh!
See, one of the things that we do, every week at church is we sing songs to God and about God. We worship him because he's amazing. And there's this one song we do with our kids in our church called Something Good. And when we sing songs, we don't just sit like this and sing la la la. We get up on our feet and we dance and we move. I think maybe we could get these guys to join in.
Great idea, Simon. Now remember, if you are watching this with your class at school, due to government guidelines, you're not allowed to sing right now, but you are still allowed to dance. So if you get up on your feet, get ready to have a boogie with us. Da, da, da.
something good. Through the darkest night, you are on my side. You were always faithful. Through my fear and doubt, you will lead me out. You were always able. Through the darkest night, you are on my side. You were always faithful. Through my fear and doubt, you will lead me out. I know that you are always up to something good. I know that you are always up to something good. You'll make a way, whatever it takes. There's nothing your love won't endure. I know that you are always up to something good. You'll make a way, whatever it takes. There's nothing your love won't endure. I know that you are always up to something good.
Wow, brilliant. What good dancing. I love that song.
You know, while I was dancing, and I'm quite surprised I could do anything while I was dancing, I had an idea. Okay, so we know that God is always up to something good. And sometimes he uses people like us to do good things. So I came up with an Easter challenge for all you guys, right? Think of someone who you know. Maybe in this kind of COVID lockdown period, they're feeling a bit sad or scared or confused about what's going on in the world. Maybe you could bring them some Easter goodness. So I think after the assembly finishes, have a chat with your class about ways that you could think of someone who needs some Easter goodness, and then what you could do to bring them some of that joy and love that Easter is all about.
Wow, what an amazing challenge that is, Simon. I love that. Now, whether you are celebrating Easter by having traditional Easter egg hunts,
Or Easter egg hunt version 2.0, the Cheeks and Chops edition.
very true. However you choose to celebrate Easter and celebrate what Easter means to you, we hope you have an amazing, amazing time. Now, we are going to be celebrating Easter right here in this studio on Easter Sunday, and you are all so welcome to join us. You can join us at livestream.catalyst.vin or find us on YouTube. Just Google Catalyst Vineyard Church. Actually, you know what? We are here every Sunday, so you're welcome to join us any Sunday, but Easter Sunday will be a particular hoot.
Well, you know what? I have had so much fun hanging out with you, Sarah.
And you?
Hanging out with you guys and worshipping with you and going through that emotional Easter story. It's been great fun. So remember, the Easter challenge, how can you bring some Easter goodness to somebody? And that's about it. We're out of time. So from all of us here at Catalyst Vineyard Kids, a happy Easter and goodbye.
Bye!